Hey guys, welcome to Yogalates with SJ and to this mindful walking meditation for stress relief. So this is a 15-minute meditation. You can do this anywhere you like. So you can be at home in your lounge room, walking on the spot, or maybe you might be on a treadmill or even an exercise bike. Or you can even be seated at home somewhere comfortable and just allowing yourself to take this time out, even at the office potentially too. So this is a great way to completely relax and let go of any stress. And you can also be outside walking if you prefer, just listening to this through some headphones. The footage that you see here is a walk that I do regularly around my hometown. This is Mount Maunganui, and we are going to be walking around the mount today. It is absolutely beautiful here. I feel like it is one of the most beautiful places in the whole world. I'm sure that I'm not biased. Those that know this location, I'm sure, would agree with me. It is so beautiful and so relaxing and calming. So taking you with me on this walk today. And before we begin, just taking some time here to arrive. Taking a couple of deep breaths as you stand still. So before we begin walking, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Noticing your posture. And letting your hands relax, letting your arms hang down naturally. Starting to soften your gaze. Or if you're seated, you might close down your eyes. Or even if you are walking, you might also close down your eyes if it makes you feel more grounded. So to begin with, taking a deep breath in, the deepest breath that you've taken all day, and then exhale it out slowly. Setting an intention for this walk, for this time. It might be to let go of stress, it might be to reconnect with your body, or simply to be present in this moment. Letting this walk be a gift to yourself. A beautiful time of your day where you're able to pause and reset. And then we're starting to begin to walk slowly. There's absolutely no need to rush. So starting to bring awareness to how your feet lift, move forward, and then return to the ground. Noticing the rhythm, feeling each part of the step. Heel, ball, toes, lift, move, place. Let your arms move naturally, letting the breath flow easily. There's nowhere to go. This walk is the destination. Taking a moment here to shift your attention to your body, noticing how your legs feel as they move. Feeling the texture of the ground, noticing if it feels soft or hard, maybe it feels smooth or uneven. And if your mind wanders, that's okay. If you notice this, just gently bringing it back to the sensations of walking. Using the feeling of your feet touching the ground as your anchor. And starting to bring awareness to your breathing without changing anything at all. Just noticing how you're breathing. Maybe bringing awareness to notice if the breath seems to be fast or slow. Noticing if you're breathing through your nose or through your mouth. Noticing if the breath is deep or if it's shallow. Without any need to change it, simply observing and noticing as you continue to walk here, observing the breath. You might start to allow the breath to move with your steps. Maybe one breath per step, or one breath every few steps, finding a natural rhythm as you start to become aware of the connection of the breath with the rhythm of the body as you move. As you continue to connect here with your breathing, you might start to soften the gaze even further, allowing all of the muscles of the face to start to soften and relax. Allowing the space between the eyebrows to start to relax, the shoulders releasing down and away from the ears. Allowing some deeper breaths, allowing the body to breathe that much deeper. Inhaling deeply through the nose as you draw that breath all the way up to the top of the head. And then slowly releasing the breath all the way back out the nose as you continue to walk here. Continuing to breathe even more deeply as you find those full breaths, breathing in all of the good things, all of the beauty of the day. And releasing out and letting go of any tension, any stress, any worries, breathing it out the nose. Cleansing air, breathing deeply in, feeling the air as it flows in through the nostrils and as it flows back out again. And as you continue with those deeper breaths, you might notice the belly as it expands as you breathe in, almost as though it is blowing up like a balloon. And then as you release the breath slowly back out, noticing as the belly starts to slowly deflate and softening back again towards the back body. Allowing the mind to start to notice the temperature of the air as it flows in through the nose. And as it flows back out the nose, maybe seeing if there is a slightly different temperature of air, of that inhale and exhale. Allowing the mind to continue to allow those full deep breaths in through the nose and out the nose, relaxing as you continue to walk. And starting to expand your awareness to include the world around you. Starting to observe what you hear. You might notice the rustling of leaves. Maybe the sound of footsteps. Maybe the ocean. Maybe you're even hearing the sound of your own breath. Taking this time to notice and observe without necessarily focusing on any one sound. Becoming aware of those sounds around you as you continue to walk here. And then shifting that awareness to notice what you see. Noticing anything that you see around you, colours, shapes, light and shadow, without focusing on any particular thing, starting to observe and simply notice what you see. And shifting your awareness to notice what you feel, noticing the sensations of what you feel against the skin. You might feel the temperature of the air, maybe noticing the breeze, the warmth of the sun or the coolness of shade. You might notice if there is a slightly different temperature throughout different parts of the body. Allowing yourself to stay with your senses, noticing all of those sensations throughout the body without any kind of judgment, without deciding how you necessarily feel about that. Simply noticing and observing and allowing those senses to ground you in the present moment, bringing you into this time. This moment where you can connect with the now, where there is peace and only peace. And starting to acknowledge any stress without any judgment. So if you're noticing any stress or difficult emotions arising during the walk, allow yourself to pause for a moment, acknowledging them kindly and gently without trying to push them away. You might say quietly in your mind, "Hello stress, I see you. I'm here with you." Feeling your feet on the ground, allowing the earth to support you. Letting each step help you carry what you're holding without having to fix it right now. Continuing to come back to your breath, so starting to notice the breath as you breathe even more deeply in through the nose and maybe exhaling out the mouth. You might even sigh out the mouth, just letting go of anything that is physically there in the body that you can just release physically, releasing it via the breath. Breathing deeply and expanding the belly, and then a full breath out, releasing and relaxing. Continuing to walk here, bringing attention to gratitude. So as we near the end of the walk, starting to notice how you're walking, noticing the ability of the body to walk, noticing your breathing, maybe bringing gratitude for your body, gratitude for the ability to be able to walk, for being here, for this time for you. Maybe bringing gratitude to this moment of peace that you created. And gratitude for your willingness to care for yourself, even in small ways. Feeling that gratitude with each step and with each breath. Breathing that beauty in to the physical body, breathing in that gratitude, all of those amazing feelings of gratitude, allowing them to completely flood the whole body, every cell, every muscle, the mind, the body, the heart, the soul, the spirit, sending all of that goodness into the body. Cleansing breaths in through the nose and back out the nose or mouth. Continuing to stay present here with the physical body as well as with the breath. Every time the mind wanders and starts to think about something else, gently guiding it back to notice your breathing. Noticing the airflow as it flows in through the nose. And as it flows back out the nose. Gradually starting to slow down, taking some time to slow all the way down, eventually coming to a stop and standing still for a few breaths, maybe closing down the eyes or softening the gaze. And just as you did at the beginning, feeling your feet on the ground, noticing how your body feels now. Maybe noticing if you feel any kind of difference. Noticing without judgment, without there needing to be a difference. Simply getting curious about that. And then taking a deep, nourishing breath in and a long, releasing breath out. And when you're ready, gently returning to your day. Hopefully walking a little bit lighter, breathing a little bit deeper. And carrying with you the calm that you've created.